Jello, Hades, and gentlemen. We are gathered here today to operate some more on our oxygen not included carcass, which we are slowly developing. Very slowly. In 49 episodes of varying length between 2 and 4 hours. An occasional 5. Won't mention that. We have managed to make a petroleum boiler, steam turbine machine of doom at the bottom of the map, a geothermal diamond spike plunged into the magma at the bottom of the map. We've tamed a bunch of volcanoes. We are trying to say hello to a hermit who wants 3 varying food types of high quality. So, get into it. Bum, 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 bum. If you were here last episode, I managed to have an issue, we'll call it an issue, with my modem, which decided to turn off in the middle of a stream and reboot. Just my sound here. This is wrong. That's better. Aha! Now we have sounds again. Right. So let's put a tile in there. And a tile in one. Yeah. And then we'll leave that one until they are ready. I think I'll also pop a little ladder of mafic rock just over to there so that we can build this underneath layer. Not sure we're going to make it out of metal tiles because this is going to contain an awful lot of petroleums. Sweeten that. Is that regolith really hot? No, it's cold. Sweet. Stuff up here, but as long as it's not liquid that can melt. Bits, stone stuff, sand and stuff. You mop job. That needs to be done, and that needs to be done urgently. Right. Oh yes, there's a mop job here as well. Mop, mop, mop. And a mop job there. Can they reach that? Yes, they can. What is that? Bit of something. Let's put a ladder there. Get to it. There we go. Oh, nuts. This is all pretty bad, isn't it? We're not in our room at this point. That's okay. Oh, there he is. Mr. Draco. You're going to live in our tank. Might uncover this thing once it's got a reasonable amount of petroleums in here. Let's dig ladderage has to go. And all that ladder must be made of obsidian or it's going to melt. Let's go to there and check minerals. So this is obsidian. This is all sedimentary rock and varying other things. It probably won't melt per se. Gas pipes. Let's get rid of those. We want to pump that up. We'll pump it inside the wall here. Yeah, got to get in here and shave a level off. It will make them slightly mismatched. I think we could bring this level down to match it. Yeah, what's the other one? That, huh? Well, we don't need to do that bit. Technically, that bit will probably be outside of this area. Cut off at some point. And forgotten about. Yeah. Yeah, this is still... The doors are still all active. It's just we ran out of crude going through the system. So we got crude coming through this way now. This pump. But what we need here now is a pump to fill this tank. This has got to be the primary flow. Pump has got to add to that if it's empty. This is flowing, then actually it'll be this one. If this is flowing, I'll just add to it. If it's empty, it will refill the tank. Plumbing. I want this flow to fill the tank on primary. Just, you know. And, what do we want? A liquid pump. You'll have to make it out of steel. Best material we've got at the minute. We'll put we'll put an obsidian pipe over to there. We'll bridge it on. That way this pipe will always have priority. If there's no liquid coming through this pipe, or if the pipes are too small, this will top it up out of the tank. Keep this full, but the machine never stops running. And also keep the water level lower, the crude level lower. What's that made of? These should be something a bit better, I think. Change these ladders. Not right now. That's got to be done. Pronto, please. That's got to be done pronto as well. Pronto-iferous. Also run this ladder down here, I think. Yeah, a bit easier. We won't bang their heads so much. If we want to get in here, we'll have to come over the top. It's a bit of a scenic route from over here. Never mind. We might put a transit tube going over here. Yeah, so they can get up here. That seems like a legit plan. Yeah, one more obsidian tile right there as well, please, if you would. The game seems very quiet to me today. Turn it up a bit louder. Normally it's too loud. Turning it down. Now I'm turning it up. Errands, please. Anyone would like to come and build this tile? We can start dripping petroleums. You start dripping petroleum straight away as soon as that tile's built. Because you don't want it leaking out. And then I think underneath that we will put a layer of mesh tiles. Just for super strength. Shouldn't get hot. We might even sandwich them between another layer of insulated just for show. Just show our insane amounts of materials that we own. Building a diamond wall. Where are you off? We get some obsidians. No, abyssalite. Well, fair enough. Take you a while to get it once we've bricked that in. Otto got the job. Come on, Otto. Thank you very much for your service. Did we actually ever get that polluted out of here? Oh, I think we did. Ah, perfect. That means we can start bricking this back up again. But we'll do... Yeah, we can do all three. Cool. Right, that will take some work. But that bottom one first. Right. Now we're in here. We're going to... What we're going to do first? We're going to start draining all these petroleum tanks into here. Liquid-wise. Yeah. We need a pipe. Made of obsidian. We'll connect it to there. We'll get all these tanks back after this. Yeah. We can start our machine running. This is being put in. So, power. We will need to drop some power to this. Where's the nearest power supply? Coming from this system. This powers the sweepers inside the iron volcano. If I'd known it was going to be such a popular wire, I would have made it a bigger transformer. And it's just a little 1000er. So what have we got on here? We've already got 970 on here. Right, in all these doors. Yeah, I think that needs upgrading, don't you? So we'll get rid of this battery. Goodbye, battery. And what we'll do, I think, what we'll have to do to make the space, we'll have to build a temporary one of these, I think. Yeah, have to. Don't want to turn the power off. Well, we could turn the power off. It's not doing anything yet. There's no, we don't need. Done then. Whenever you like. What we need to do, yeah, we could turn this off. It's dormant. That's dormant. The doors aren't actually doing anything at the moment. So we could risk it for a biscuit and just deconstruct that. Yeah. Wrong button. That's the one I wanted. Then we'll need to deconstruct that. Put a normal conductive wire there. Then build a big one. Please. Come on, do that. Do this heavy watt wire. Deconstruct it. Oh, I clicked that. I really did. Oh, if we want a battery back, we could just extend this and put a battery back there. No, we didn't get the... Oh, Muppets. We'll remember what... This is set to iron, right? We're going to deconstruct it. Because we got to put a tile, a mesh tile there so we can mop that up. That's annoying. I thought that was empty. We'll grab a mesh tile. Mesh tile, we'll make it out of iron because that's supposed to be in there anyway. No, iron ore. No, that's no good. That's steel then. There we go. Put that in. And we'll start working on this mesh tile. Make them out of steel because that's renewable resource, but we'll make them slowly. Make 4 there. And 4 there. I know it's technically not necessary to do the one under the neutronium, but we're doing it anyway. We're doing it. This is on a high priority because I want to get it done. Do that and mop it up. Build it then, Harold, please. Right, have they built this pipe in here? No, this pipe is actually important. I'm going to start draining the tank. Yeah. These are all dead at the moment. They've got no power. That's finally done. Let's mop this. Excellent. And then power-wise, we'll put in a big transformer. There or there. We'll put it here. I think it will look better. Unfortunately, it doesn't line up with either of the power that we already have in place. Move those. These. Move that. Put that there instead and snip this off. Not necessary to snip it, you can just deconstruct it. Yeah, they can go. That high priority work. What did I make that out of? No. Power. Large transformer. Going to be made of steel. Of course it is. And then power. Inductive goes there. And it's already got coolant on it. Excellent. Cooling loop going through it. Now this needs to be high priority. I want this done. Now this bottle of polluted water I want swept away. Very high priority. Get rid of that, please. While this is still dormant. preferably. Get rid of it. Take it away. I don't want it dropping in there. That can be deconstructed. Oh, thanks for dropping materials and running off. And then we want miscellaneous. No. Manufactured. I want to put steel on that so it sweeps it back out again. What's that? A bit of gold there. Sweep that out as well. I want to get rid of this gas cloud of horrible polluted oxygen with slime lung in it. So I want to put a airflow tile there. A deodorizer directly on it. And the power's there in situ. Do that when you can, please. Thank you. This needs building. Somebody build this. I think they were bringing the steel when they ran off. Whoever it was. For lunch. Meal's going to get some more, I think. Yeah, they dropped it down here somewhere. Or on top of this. Yeah, there's a piece of steel there. This ladder was actually correct. Here. Been done properly. But never mind. What have we got? Power? No power wire. Right. Now I would like to run. It'll have to be in the wall. I don't want it just running through the... Go. To there. And this bit can be made of lead. Down to there. It can be deconstructed. Probably be perfectly fine. But hey, I just want to do it the way I want to do it. Now the steel's been swept out and the gold should get swept out too. Excellent. We could just set that to sweep out everything, shouldn't we? Now we've got to put back in that automation that we removed. What was it? It was shipping it. Automation. Element sensor. That's the fella. We'll put it there. That's our way of telling when this has erupted and dropped some in here. So it doesn't sweep it out until it's cooled down. Had a chance to cool off. The way that we do that is as it comes through here, gets detected, and this buffer starts ticking. 90 seconds. And then, of course, another piece comes through, and another piece, and it keeps restarting this buffer until the final piece drops through, and then it will count 90 seconds before the sweeper sweeps. Seems to work really nicely. Another few of those. Oh, why are we building mesh? I don't want mesh. Deconstruct those. Deconstruct those, please. I want mesh. I want, yeah, cancel those. Thank you. I want airflow. Thank you very much. Do 4 there. And we'll do 4. Perfect. That way they might reuse the materials. Who knows? But you managed to grab some steel, so you can build that. Have to set that to iron because this is an iron volcano. Nails, well done you. We want iron. Yeah, that symbol disappears once you've set it correctly. These are too low, so I'm just going to press those. And we should be getting pipes built down here. Yes, we do. The liquid has stopped there. So why has it stopped? It stopped because we can't reach this tile to build it. We'll do it from in here. It's fine. Priority those up. 3 need to be built now. I'm not digging through here because there's oxygen in there. I'll brick that up before I did it. Too bad. Not doing it now. Suppose we could do. We could dig this away and just brick that in. Actually, what we probably should do is just do it from here. We'll have access to this tile, so we can do that one. We'll be able to brick it in like that. Excellent. We should be able to build that pump pipe now. Start the flow. Now it's running. There we go. Perfect. Now we could bridge this on so we can start the machine. That seems like a good idea. Then this can empty while the machine is running. The machine will take priority. We bridge it on. In. We do it like that and bridge this one onto it. Obsidian there. Flip that round. This is going to take a while to drain, and I'd rather get the machine running. Yeah, we're running right from this one here. Now it's done like that. We'll snip it, and that'll flow. Now we can start the machine up, because this take priority over this. Machine will run at whatever speed it's running at, and pumps out, but this pump, the tanks will fill up the spaces that's left in the pipe. If they're less than 10k, it will fill them up to 10k. We can actually get this running now. This power wire is finished. We haven't changed anything, so it will just carry on as it was. That needs to be bumped up to a much more important priority. Yeah. There. Coming through yet? Getting there. Okay, I'm just going to drip. Drip. Our first drip. Plop. There it goes. Our first drip of beautiful golden petroleums. Let's build a few more of these, shall we? Let's go right up to there with it. There we go. They are infinitely strong. I also want to deconstruct that layer there of ladders because that's in my way. This should all be set up and ready to rock and roll now. This should now be pumping. Yep, we're running 2k through the loop. Coming in at 82. Already 300 degrees. By the time it's got to there. $330. Is that the year? So time? 338. Now this is the bit where it really gains the most temperature. 370, 380. Let it start absorbing some of the heat out of here. Then it will come up here and it's 387. It will warm up a minute. Give it a bit to get going. There we go. Only running at 2k. I'll let it run 2,000 grams. We'll put it up in a bit. We'll put it up. Deconstruct these ladders along here, please. Then you can use that ceramic or whatever to build that. We're going to bust in here and lower this level down, I think. I want to go one more, I think, though. 2 layers. We could bust 2 off of that. Yeah, easily. So, before any of these, that one's dormant. That one erupts in 7 cycles, so I think we've got time to bust in here. This is still a vacuum. This is all a vacuum, so let's get in here and do some dangerous work. That can be all done on a 7. This is an 8, please. Excellent. Now this should drain out, and when this pump kicks in and pumps through here, this will take priority. But we'll never block up the pipe. Yeah, look at this. Beautiful. Once we've filled enough to cover this, oh, we've filled our abyssalite storage again. Thank you. This is all our abyssalite storage for the game. Oh. Tempted just to delete, to empty them all and do that. Deposits the abyssalite there. No, we can't do that because they're not sweep only. Ah, oh, nuts. We made them sweep only, but I want them to just go and pick it up. I think that needs to be sweep only. Because there is potential they could get hold of very, very, very hot bistolite. We do the sweep orders. We'll keep control of it all. But bit of regolith there as well. Sweep that away, somebody. And then we'll just go. What's wrong with you? You need to be sweeper. Just go. Drop the abyssalite. The abyssalite. Drop it there. Drop some there. They're running in and out of here like troopers, aren't they? We go. We'll come up here. They've busted in here. They're going to reuse this obsidian, and they'll probably use some of this ceramics as well. I want to get it out of here pretty quick before it gets too hot. So that's a problem because they will, yeah. Let's build an obsidian ladder going up here, and that will draw them all in, and then we can kind of trap them in here until they're done. You can come in, but you can't leave. And then I want to set this one to ceramics. I'll also set this one to ceramics. We can come up here and start deconstructing. See how much you can get done before you start getting scorchioed. Yeah, they're on a 9, but they're sweep only. I don't want them to be sweep only. I want them to just grab it and run. As soon as they deconstruct it, there's somebody there that can take it away, so it doesn't have a chance to get hot. Yeah, you will get hot, mate. If you're stood in magma, you'll get hot. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, that way they'll run it away straight away. We'll have to put it back on there. Yeah, they're using it in there. That's fine. That's fine. You can also build some ceramic tiles here if you like. And down there. I don't care. Build them somewhere. We'll also put one there. Just for looks. Heck, we can build some down here too. That way, when they've demolished it, they'll grab it pretty quick and rebuild with it. Which will reset its temperature. Yeah, look at that. It's pouring down now. Lovely. Excellent. Dig should be on a 9, please, guys. That should be on a 9. Come and dig. Even tempted just to put a layer here. Just because I can. Get in there, do it, and it'll make them use this up. Deconstruct. A 9. Yeah, they're going to be wanting to get a bed and stuff soon, so we'll have to let them finish that piece. Come on, get down. Get out the magma and move. Get all up. Yep, they've picked... Ah, they've got one piece left to get. Someone should come back for that piece. And as soon as you come back for that piece, I'll let you out. Don't bring any with you. No, you're not supposed to be bringing flipping ceramics with you. Go away. Go and get that piece. Yes, please, go and get that piece. Then I'll let you out. Right, we'll set these then to sweep only again, because that's going to go. You'll have to... Ah, he's taking it anyway, because he's building with it. No. That piece needs to be swept quick. Take it. Go and get it. Bringing ceramic in to build this, and that's not what I meant to do. Obsidian. Ceramic. Just build me a mountain here. Anything. Did you get it? You got it. Right. Put it in somewhere. Do something with it. Excellent. If you're building with it, then it will get temperature reset and it won't... Yeah, you can leave. Goodbye, gentle ladies and men. Right, now we have to cancel this build again. It's a bit annoying. We'll trick them back in here again by building some obsidian ladders or something. Morning. And they can come and build stuff with this ceramic block in here. We'll build this out. We'll brick this up 3 thick. Build this out. Do a nice shape there, proper shape. And then dig that. Oh, come on, dig it out. Dig that out. Brick this in. But I won't do it yet because I'll bring the stuff with them. I'd rather they just brought some obsidian ladders with them. We'll wait until the game save. And then we'll do it. I'd like to put a proper wall up here as well. We could do that. We could go obsidian like that. That'd give them something to do, wouldn't it? Obsidian ladder there, like that. Dig out that piece there. Dig out that piece there. That should get them all coming running. You can grab your obsidians and come in, but you can't go back out. What level are these on? Are they on a high? No, they're 5. That's okay. Come on, I want more people in here than that. I want a team. Come on, team, where are you? Oh dear, excuse me. Right, do a bit more destruction up here. Go for it, guys. Now we're going to get ceramics. Put a piece there. I'm going to put some there. I'm going to put them there. I'm going to cancel that. Dig it. Dig it out. Come on, guys. Crack on. Work to do here. People see, places go. Why are you building that out of sedimentary? This is supposed to be annoying you muppets. Go and do that. I wanted to trap you in here on a pretext of building ceramic tiles. Of building obsidian and then make you go and play with magma. Yeah. Don't get too hot up there, will ya? Why don't you get in a heat stroke or whatever? Oh, well, pick up all that. Pick up all that first. Yeah, get out of there. Pick up some resources and run. Go. It'll be getting hot. Get all that delivered. I really haven't dropped anything. That'll annoy me. Right, we've got ceramic tiles here to build. Make that 3 thick. That's beautiful. Someone's gone outside to build that piece. We'll let you out in a minute. Don't worry. You're efficient. Look at you go. Is there another piece in here that I missed? Oh, that'll be getting really hot. That bit. Yeah. Come on out. They're all stood in their little wells that they made for themselves, confused because they don't know where they are. What's the matter with you? Nails? Right, you can leave then, nails. Nails. That bothered. You can go. Go on, nails. What off? Come on, get out the door. Now we need to do some more deconstructing of bits. There you go. Deconstruct that. That should make it flow properly. That should make it flow better. Always remember then, at least 5 tiles under the volcano for clearance, and then it'll drain properly. I was trying to make the tank bigger, to be fair. Right, there should be plenty of ceramic tiles to build in here. There's a few that have got to be dug out. You want to pick up any ceramic that's lying around that's getting hot. Yeah, take that with you. Point of this exercise, take it with you before it gets ridiculously hot. Look at it. 150 degrees. Two more to build down here. You can reach them all, don't worry. And I'll let you out. I promise. Hey, wake up. Get up. Got work to do. Dripping petroleums. Oh, look at that. I have a layer of petroleums already. Yep. And this is pumping out every now and again. See what happens here. This is flowing. Then it stops and it just tops it up to 10k. And then it flows. So this has the priority. This is the highway. The little side street joining. Get the hell up. Toilets. Oh, great. Who wants the blue? It's probably him, isn't it? Right, we're going to have to do that later. Right, let's let Nisbet out. Nisbet. Nisbet, you can leave. There's Nizzy. Out you go, Niz. Go. Jean, do you want to go as well? Jean wants to leave. Wait, they're all going. Jean, you can go too. Right, this one. Come on, build that tile first, would you? A few more to do, and then you can go. This is picking up temperature, so is that piece. You can get them. You can get them. Pick them up. No way. Come on. Oh, not you too, Ruby. Ruby wants to leave as well. Oh, marvellous. Okay, Ruby, you can go as well. Don't drop your stuff in the magma. We leave. I want to leave them to have exit entrance again because I'll just bring ceramic with them. Which is wrong. One more tile and then we're done in here. Come on, get out. Get off. What's the matter with you, Harold? You look a bit peaky, mate. Harold, yeah. Harold. There you go. Harold's got a red face. Look at him. You dropped any, I will not be pleased. Someone dropped some there, look. Grab that. Nah, it's just you and me, Camille. Thank you for actually doing what I want you to do. One more piece to do there and take it away with you. And a piece of obsidian. Ah. We'll build have we got any obsidian in here, though? I think we do we? I hope not. Build one obsidian tile, which will really annoy me. But we'll destroy it later. At least it means you can bring that obsidian over. What's it from? I don't know. Bring it over. What's that? Oh, that was obsidian. Okay. Unreachable food for Camille. Sorry, Camille, I just want you to do one more job. Get that obsidian out of here. Oh, okay, well, fair enough. I'll let you all go. You all may leave. If you drop anything, I will not be a... But not a lot I can do about it, I suppose. Harold, you can have your special permissions turned off. around Luke and Jean. And we'll wait for the next morning and then we'll, get that last piece done. Nearly there. I know they're just going to bring ceramics in to finish this up. You know it. I might as well just cancel those, cancel that one, cancel that one. What can we do to bring them in? Just a bit of obsidian ladders or something. Some obsidian ladders there. We'll wait until morning. How's our pumping out going? Yes. Our number is still on 0. So I think it still hasn't requested more. We are going to sneak it up now to 3,000 grams a second. And someone will get that requested flow rate and they will do that. They've already filled 3 containers. It's the light. There we go. That's been done. That's all it takes. Bigger blobs now. Not much bigger. 1,000. By the time they get to here, they are 390. So we could probably go one more in. More in. Yeah, we'll go one more in, I think. That. Make sure this door is actually non-accessible. And we'll let the dupes in. You may enter. Then I'll lock you in. Oh. Popping abysmalite everywhere. What's that? Obsidian. Oh, good. Rebuild it. Pretty hot. Thanks for volunteering, Nails. Got a tile to do here. No? Don't want to do it? There's obsidian there to build with? You don't want to do that? Game's frozen now. Complaining he's trapped because somebody else has got this job, but they haven't realised they can't get in yet. Now they've realised they can't get in, he's no longer trapped and he's off to do it. Run through the magma. Oh, that's why. That was obsidian. That's actually igneous rock. What the heck? Oh, we're going to have a tile made of igneous rock. That one. There you go. That way, Nals can grab that igneous and put it in there, because it's the only igneous in here, so it should be a build, he said, hopefully. Take that, build those ladders. They're not necessary, but you've got to build them to reset the temperature to 45, so. Nobody else can get in here at the moment. Once he's done these jobs. No. Where are you going to get material? Oh, nuts. Don't go that way. We need a door on there, don't we? Damn it. I have to let everybody in. Nails, where are you going? You're going to pick igneous up or something from here, aren't you? Yes, you are. They're all going in here. Can't go in there. So there must be some. I think it's that igneous. Going to go and build with them that. Why don't you go and get that bit in them? Melted. Okay, forget it. Cancel. Don't bother. Yeah, turn around and go back the other way. I'll put another door, I think, on there. Actually, I'm probably just going to make this part of outside or something. Not even part of this. Don't want it in here. I want this to be extra. I want to put the door a bit further in, actually. Maybe there somewhere. Run a... That's not a flipping tile. Run a obsidian tile along the roof. Yeah, we'll have to allow them in to get in there. Go and do that then. I want to finish that off. That looks awful, doesn't it? Do that. This is unnecessary. Has it got a build order? No. No. We'll cancel those. He's probably just dropped his obsidian in there in disgust. Come on then, get on with it. This has got to be finished now. Yeah, that's fine. This is deliberately one up. It looks funny, but it's deliberately one up because if that overflows, it will land there. It won't make the door really hot. Well, at least it'll give you a chance before that backs up so high it touches the door. So yeah, I'd like to put a tile side. That looks nice. This bit can be, oh, not like that. That. Now we got a brick end back here with obsidian. Yeah, that must have melted that bit of igneous. Just left it to absorb the temperature. Melted. We got a nice bit of magma to play with now. 5 cycles for that one, and this one is active again in 9 cycles. How are we doing with our heat transfer? This door is what I'm watching. Wrong button. That one. When that door closes, snip that off. That's better. When that door closes, I want to see if it closes for long enough to activate the magma dropper. Obviously not at the moment. It's getting enough temperature by closing when it wants to. We see that says 404.2. Got to get to 404.0, basically 404 exactly, before that door closes, draws some heat across. And it's open pretty quick, isn't it? It's pretty fast. I'm shocked that it can get the heat across fast enough. But as we increase the amount we're dripping in, then obviously that will use more and more. It will use the heat faster. It will absorb that heat out of this pile a lot quicker. This is 551. Okay. 404.2. It keeps flickering because every time a drip drops in there, it changes the temperature very briefly. 1, and then door closes. Door opens. Way quick. Way too quick to pulse that. Not that. One below it. Way too quick to pulse that. I'm shocked. Is that a green signal when it's above 404? As soon as it drops down to 404, that door will close. That is. Send out a red signal which will shut the door, draw more heat across, and also start the timer running. That's what I want to see happen. That's still lasting a very long time on that little bit of heat. If we hover over it, we can see it's 404.2, 404.1, just dropping down now, 404.1, and we want that active. I want to see just how much of this runs while that door is closed. Open again. Yeah, barely even got to 4 seconds. I think that was even 3 seconds. But it's definitely getting plenty of heat across fast enough to do at least 3,000 grams. What happens if we turn it up a bit? Go 5,000. Boom. Why? Why? I don't know why. Because we don't have anything that uses petrol yet. Oh, we will. We will. Let's make a few more of those. Just to reinforce the strength of it. Now it's getting quite cool now, isn't it? 537. We want the temperature at 404. Maybe we should use this one. A little bit more offset. Much more accurate. 404.2. 404.1 will be soon. There you go. There it's just flicked to 1. 404.1 and now it closes and draws heat. Spikes above 404 again. Opens up again. Not long enough shut. Not long enough to trigger the magma dropper. Once we start getting these 5k packets dropping in, we're coming up to them now, hoping it will trigger the system to work. These packets are a lot bigger now. That should draw the heat. For 4.3. Oh, it's already triggered it. Only for a moment. Close that door. Draws the heat across, opens that door. Definitely happening a lot more now. If we can catch this timer going when this door shuts. Draw the heat across. I want to see. Problem is in this view you can't. There you go. It closes. The timer's ticking. Timer's open. Stopped again. It's open. Now we could drop that down to a lot less than 20 seconds in that case. We could make it like, I don't know. It also depends on the preheating. It's not preheating as much. Look here. That means we can connect some of these pipes up all the way to there, let's say. That does temperature. This has got to get right up to about 393, 395 would be good. Whips in. Yeah, the closer it is to 395, I think the better. Of course, as these 5k droplets packets drop in and convert to petrol, there'll be a greater flow back. There'll be a 5k flow going back at the moment. Probably still only a 2k or a 3k pack flowing back. It's got to kind of get flowing first. Take a little while to build up. $5Ks of crude oil at 390 degrees. Coming out here at 100 degrees now. It's gone up a bit. This line will be full for longer. As long as that doesn't start getting damaged, I don't care. Make sure we didn't drop any in here. Nothing up here. No crumbs anywhere. Oh, we'll brick it in then. A bit more obsidians. I think we may as well just ceramic that a bit along because it looks a bit funny, doesn't it? We just ceramic that along there. It should look a little bit less funny. Oh, that's across now for a while, isn't it? Oh, it's opened. Oh, it's too efficient, this machine. It's too good. closing all the time now, though. It's closing a lot more frequently to get not getting the heat across nearly as fast as it was. Let's snip that off. Now, I don't want that doing anything. Get to see it. Definitely closing a lot more frequently now. Send some magma down. I think you need to. Yeah, look, it's ticking. Oh dear. It still seems to be getting enough heat. Drawing the heat now. Now it's not getting enough heat long enough, look. Oh, it lasted a bit longer that time. Opened almost immediately, so it's definitely not getting enough heat now. Yeah, I think we could probably half the time on that then. We could half the time on that because we don't want to start getting brewed in here, but this should make that trigger now. Last time. Magma's dropped in. Heat has spiked, or it will do when that crumb gets in here. Opening together in a second. That's definitely got a spike of temperature now. Will fall down like a toy soldier, and temperature's gone up fairly significantly. I'd like to see what temperature that chunk is at when that door opens again. Open, open. Come on, open. I want to see. And the lower one. Do now. There's a chunk of igneous there. And it is now 655 degrees. Right, we could probably turn that up a little bit. Oh, maybe 0.7, I don't know. We'll work on the fail-safe device, but this has triggered. We've got a number 1 there, so we know that it works. Closing to draw some heat across. Spikes up to, what was that, 417, I think that was. Yeah, I'd rather it put a bit more heat in than that. When it does trigger, I'd rather it trigger a bit more. So this is going to go to half. That's going to go to 10 seconds. Fires. Yeah. That's for... Let me just see what that spikes to when it shuts. Let's see what these temperatures are. 510. It's only 100 degrees more. Nicer if it fired a bit more in than that. $425, $428, $427. Instantly plummets down as it drips on it. Yeah, I'm pretty pleased with that. Let's get into a better temperature. 395 is perfect. That's what I want. Any higher than that, you risk bursting it in the pipe. If it's over 399, it could potentially pop in the pipe. It's not too bad because we've got a door. We can come in here and fix the pipe. As long as you spot it before it gets too bad a disaster. And it will get more and more efficient as all this warms up and everything gets used to it. I'd rather this was a bit hotter though. I'd rather this was more like 800. 800. That means dropping more magma. We've set it a bit higher, 0.6. That's not much. We've also got the problem that occasionally the door opens, the magma doesn't realise it's supposed to fall, and the door closes again. Computer either can't keep up or something, I'm not sure. But we've got a lot higher pressure of magma in the tank, so when it opens, it should get a bit more magma than it was when we started it anyway. A bit of obsidian there, but it's not hot, so we can... Like there can go. Like there can go. What's this? This like there can go. You can go and... Oh, great. The mouse has died. Mouse power. There we go. We have mices, and we're not afraid to use them. Yeah. Now, this doesn't necessarily need to be in here. We could just break this off with this door, maybe, or a bit further up. Still got access. Oh, they're loading this, and I didn't want them to. On sweep only. Oh well, you can fill them, I guess. Got tanks here to fill. Choose to fill those. Whatever. We pull that up. No, that didn't do much, did it? We pull that crap up then. Means you want to sweep so much. You can do that. And then what we do, we'll come across there. That, we'll refill those two tiles there. That. This liquid is coming straight through here like this. So that will be inside a tile, I think. We'll have to put a floor there, I think. Yeah. Dig that one away because that's got oxygen in there and I'd rather brick it up. Oh, that's why they're doing these so much, because they're on a 9. Lower their priorities. Coming in here now. There's a fungal spore there. I thought we brought them all. You can sweep. Also sweep all this junk. Dig all of that away. Build that tile there. Continue some of these steel along. Ooh. Should we just finish it? Yeah, finish it. Finish him. Look at that, filling up. Once it's filled to higher than this, we'll dig this out, I think. Let's dig it to 2 into up. Do it like that. Bubbles can come and examine it underneath the crude. Underneath the petrol. Submerged scannings of volcanoes. So we'll sweep that junk there up. Quite efficient when they get going, aren't they? Deconstruct a couple of tiles. See, is that still on a 1? It's still on a 1. It hasn't drawn any more heat. Okay. How does that compare to this one? 404 and that's 409. I'll trap that in there behind the diamond tiles because that would be I thought that would be a great place to take the temperature. This actually thinks it's hotter than this area. This area is on 401. 1 is on 409. I'll have to make sure that that drops a little bit more magma this time. Oh, chunk on top. That's unusual. Hasn't fired. Occasionally it does. It'll flick the chunk up when the door opens, but not. It gets more heat out of it if it traps it in the door. You want it inside the door. Every 30 seconds, Every 32 seconds, those doors will open. It'll drop down anyway to the bottom one. At which point it'll be trapped. Bottom. And it shouldn't flick back up. Shouldn't. But it, you know, all things are possible. Timer's going down now. We want it to set more magma drops more frequently. Timer. Trigger the magma drops. It's got to have enough time to draw the heat across without triggering the magma every single time. That would be ridiculous. Get through your magma pool too quick. I was wondering if that might be more accurate if that was one higher. Because it's right there, right next to this. It's getting this dripping directly on it, which is making it confused. Or maybe even here. That takes a long time for that one to go down. See that automation timer ticking down. 8. Yeah, it's ticking down. Draw the heat too quickly and door opens. Yeah, well, I suppose that's useful. That's exactly what you want it to do. I just thought it would be a lot hotter than this. It's down to 400 degrees. It's still drawing enough heat across to run this. Crazy. Normally it doesn't work that efficiently, you know? It needs to be a lot hotter to draw the heat across quick enough. It's working, so I'm not complaining. When it closes, counter's going, open already. Barely lasted 3 seconds. Definitely working. We're using every bit of heat out of these doors as it can. I'll leave you watching that 1 second and I'll be right back. I'm back with orange juice and onion rings. Well, the crisps type version. Chips? Is that what they call it? Chips. Crisps, I call them. Sticking. Nope. Sorry. Not long enough. It might work. Nope. It nearly got there. About 8 seconds. Oops, sorry. Hit the microphone arm again. Gotta stop doing that. I need a new one. This one is in my way. Stick in. Ah. This time, maybe. This time. Oh. Come on. Oh, don't open so fast. You know you want to. Ah. Yeah, I don't like it running so frequently. If I lower that too low, it could trigger that. And before it's even got the chance to see that it's got the temperature rise, could have triggered again to we need some kind of blockage to say, well, if you've triggered, don't trigger again within a certain length of time. Give it at least 30 seconds and then try again. When if you were just pumping in full packets of 10k, you could just set this on a timer. Drop some magma every minute or something. Don't worry about it. What temperature is that at now? I'll be close to firing, surely. Nearly. I want it to drop enough magma to maybe we could have a second sensor. One up here runs this. From there that runs the door. Running now. It goes down to about here. Not quite. That would be 5 seconds. Don't mind it going quite often. I just don't want it to go so often. Every time this door shuts, it drops some more magma. That would be wrong. Super efficient. How efficient is almost the same temperature as the door, as the petroleum. We've not had it quite that fine before. Usually the doors are about 600 or 800 degrees. Now, what you could do, here's a thought, when all our tanks are empty, you could dig up here, for this door here, this block here. We could dig up in between, so we can do it at an angle. We won't be able to get that piece of obsidian out. It'll be trapped in that door. Put a tile there, diamond tile there. Okay. And then run the reset, this, off of the temperature of this door. So if this door gets down to below 600, it asks for some more magma. That would be a good way of doing it, I think. Instead of doing it from how hot is this, because it's too close, too fine. We'd have to refine that really narrow. So I think once these, we'll deconstruct some of these now. And that one, I guess. Is that empty? Yes. Flowing from this one. And it's just filling the spaces and filling that one up to 10k. I won't turn it up until it's emptied these. Now, once it's got to about here, we can put ladders up. We can put a tile there. All a vacuum in here, so we can put a tile, temp shift plate, diamond tile there, a temp shift plate maybe. And one of these thermo sensors on a temp shift plate and trap it back in, see if that gives us a reading. We can't really put it in Steam, but we can do it from this side instead of doing it from here. This will just shut that door and open it when it wants to. All our automation will have to move down here, because we won't be able to get the signal back up there, I don't think. That controls that door. I mean, we could if we went through this bit. Went and joint to that, I suppose we could, but I don't really like going through the diamond tiles as much. I like to be able to see through them. That's no problem to bring it down here. Once all this is cleared up, we can deconstruct these pipes now. Now our liquid level's dropping down here. Lime lung in here. That's probably from around here, wasn't it? Hey, look at that. Let's do a bit of a sweep. That thing. I won't uncover it until we've got like 2 tiles worth of petroleum in there, because, yeah, I don't... What's down here? That's obsidian. I don't want to use obsidian. Put a layer of igneous across there. Yeah, that'll do. Sandwich that in. That's super strong. It can't break under the pressure. So we've got a long time of stuff to come here. Now, just in case anything watery lands down here, I want to put, a ridge here. Don't have to be silly. Don't we have any ceramics left? They're only enough for 1. But we'll make some more. We'll make some more. Probably. Probably make some more. Maybe one day. We did use a lot up in here that was unnecessary. We claim some of this. Yeah, we can put that. Not the power wires though. Don't deconstruct that. Important. We also need to cool this, don't we? We want to run our cooling thing around here, I think. Who's trapped now? Ellie. What did you do? Oh, yeah, that was my bad. And Ashcan. And a ladder. We use that. We'll have to ladder in there another way, I think. They're destroying the ladders. Camille's just stealing the ladders. Not stealing the materials and running off. You can't reach now, can you? Still It's still... Yeah, okay, you're right. We'll just deconstruct this one. Put some ladders in so you can reach. Ugh. There's no space, is there? No space at all. Right, what are we doing before I so rudely interrupted? They're going to make this part of the base, or was I just going to brick it in? I'm going to brick it in, but I'm not using... I'm using igneous. It is. Yeah, we'll brick it in. It'll just be solid insulated tiles. Fine. This triggered yet? No, it's still really low, and that's still on that. Yeah, I want to come up here and do something. No, that means I want to dig up here, put a tile there. A liquid tank. There. Drain this tank next. This tank will be feeding out, so these can't feed out, so it will come from this one. Yeah, it's feeding into all the gaps here. We could have a second pipe going up there. Bring petroleum into our giant tank of doom. Size of that tank, it's amazing. Okay, yeah, I also want to get rid of this water here, don't I? Where am I going to put it? I'd like to put it in the oxygen system, but it means getting it over there. Add it to this pipe, wouldn't we? Add it to that pipe, which means it's got to come... Oh, well, there's the bridge. Nice convenient bridge directly onto it. That, couldn't we? Play for now, because this is joining that bridge, that won't work. Come through there. How are we going to get to it? It's just up there, right? Right. It's not far to go. We can use that blob so we don't have to rebuild the blob. Build a blob. Come in here. Out there. We'll join that to that. Excellent. Here and through the bridges into there. And we can come down here. This machine puts out at 3.5, so we'll set that to... Oh, it's already set to 6.5. Make a full 10k packet. Drain that in there. That can be a background job. It doesn't need to be high level. Someone can get on with that for me. That needs to be deconstructed, please. This is all getting done, but they're going to crack their heads again. I think what I'll do is I'll go up to there. And we'll just slowly build along. That's what the mistake was here. Nails is a bit like, hey, you've been on that pop again, have you? You know? Your eyes are looking spidery. Down, can't it? I think you need that one. I think that one can reach it. That is priority. A bit faster than the rest. This is all just do it when you can. Thought that was the pump side then. I was like, no. We got two? We got two. Aha. What's the temperature? Oh, it's really low. Thought that would have been really high. Right, when this tank is drained, we're getting in here. Adjusting something. Automation. Right, I tilted it on its side. We can still leave it tilted on its side, I suppose. We could build it in here, couldn't we? This is the signal that opens that door. We could leave it up here because we've got to open that door somehow anyway. Need a different way to tell the temperature. Those onion rings didn't last long, did they? Devoured. Yeah, so we need to sort of come up here. We need to join after this line. We don't want to affect the door. The door's got to be controlled by that. We want to affect this. I think there is no other way for it but to come through these. Want to. The only way to get up there. Oh, this is going to be a procedure. We got to do is we've got to come up here. We've got to destroy that window tile. Put in that automation wire. Do this. Bring this down here. This wire is already controlling this door. No other way to get that to it. Yeah. Could jump over here. Get down this way. That's even more complicated getting in here. We can come up and destroy that one. You can still transfer heat through this tile. Won't be as effective, but it still can do it. Then we can put our automation wire down through there from underneath. We'll have to ladder up. Ladder up here. And then we'll put a temp shift plate in a vacuum right there with one of these sensors on it. I don't think it'll work in a vacuum. It'll need some kind of liquid on it. Yeah, it will. What can we use that one to control that instead? Because this is getting the temperature from this room, not this room. This room should be a lot hotter. I want this to be about 700 or 800 degrees. We're going to have to figure... Ooh. What we could do, destroy these two, put in a bottle emptier, and do our little bottle empty trick where it puts a little blob there, because it's in a vacuum, so it won't matter. Put a little blob of water there. You know, like we did this doorway here. Little tiny amount. You don't need much. Because it just needs an atmosphere so it can read the temperature, right? Right. So... Right, there's our crude oil tank. We better get the other pipe going, hadn't we? Where did we do it from? It's here. We need to get it to... there. Well, we got a entryway. We've already got a pipe in line. Just got to kind of nip that off. Just to give them something to do. Ugh. Oh, well, that went messy. Cancel it. Come along. Gotta just put a bridge there. Not bridging onto that to give that priority, I'm just bridging. Actually, perhaps that would be a good idea to give that priority. Put one more tile out. Perfect. That comes from there, which comes from here. Through this conveniently placed. There's our pipe. We get from there to quickest way up. Go through here. And this way? No, there's too many pipes and complications. I'm just going to come straight from there. This hot material will be got rid of. We'll come up here like... No, we can't stay there though. It's easier to come up where a ladder is, isn't it? Yeah, that can start pumping out then. Nearly finished in here. I want to get this pipe inside a solid tile. You can mess around doing that. That'll give them something to build and do. While I'm messing around in here. Yeah, I'm thinking we put a tile here. It's in a vacuum, so it won't do anything until it gets up there. What we'll do, we'll brick in around it and then put a tile in it diagonally, and it should push it up against that. Should. So we can put our temperature plate right under there. And when as soon as we build that tile diagonally, that'll instantly vaporize into steam, but it'll be trapped in this room with a thermosensor. Open heart machinery surgery when it's running. That'll be fun. But it has triggered. It's triggered twice now. I'd rather run the temperature from this side than from the crude. I think that's a better idea, but it does mean we've still got to get to this door. So bringing all that down here seems a bit pointless. Still got to get the message up to the door anyway. We might as well just snip that off there somewhere and run this line where we can get to it somehow. And a message. I mean, we could just dig in here, nice and simply, and put a bridge here, bridge here, bridge here, and just send that signal down. But if we want the thermosensor, one of these right here, just got to come down 3 tiles. I'd put that in while I was building it, but I don't like them running through the tiles. It doesn't please me. I don't like it. Let's run that out. We'll leave the machine running. It's fine. It seems to be doing it okay. 5k per second. Crude. We will run out because we don't have any oil wells set up. Got to get... where is it? That's a copper volcano. There's a chlorine vent. There's an oil reservoir. Well, let's stick a... what is it? It's a utility, isn't it? Yeah. Oil well. Probably made of steel. Stick that on there. We've got one over on this one. We'll put one there, but that's full of natural gas already, so got to brick round that a bit more carefully. Trap the natural gas in there. The natural gas inside the room with these things can overpressure. It just does. You can let it get to whatever pressure you like. It doesn't matter. So what we're going to do is, instead of letting it pour out all over the place like I normally would do, I'm going to brick this in and pump it out. It will always be pumped out. Here's some steam-malicious power going on there. Yeah, that can easily be built through there, so that's fine. Another volcano, if I want one. Come on, tank. Hurry up and empty. Once that's emptied, we can delete that. I mean, we can delete it now, really. It'll just make a bottle of petrol on the floor. But I'd rather not. Come on, tank. Hurry up. Get in now. How much is left? Could turn this machine down and then it will empty quicker. Don't need it to run so fast. Not running fast. No, actually, I'll leave it on 5,000. If I change it, we've got to mess around with these pipes again. Right, it was already getting too hot there. Look at that. Not too hot, but if it goes over the 400, let that drip in. I think I left some liquid in the pipe last time. Shouldn't have done that. Yeah. Scissors. Save. Now I'm going to nip that off. When we connect it, it doesn't trigger anything. Open or shut that door. Make things start happening that we don't want to happen. So. If while we're here we could diagonally build in there and deconstruct that. I don't think we can, but we might be able to. We need to remove that one and that one. All three of these. We're in a vacuum, so nothing will happen. Trying to convince myself more than anything. Ding, 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 ding. My mouse keeps double clicking. It's not me, honestly. Right, let's check on our food situation. Where's that guy? Check on his mailbox. Stuffed berries he's had. Surf and turf he's had. So we've allowed them to eat surf and turf again. Consumables. Consumables always takes a while to open. As for me. Scroll to the end. Yes, they're allowed to eat that and that now. Doesn't look like we've made anything else. What have we got to feed him? Deliver 3 unique food items. Must be of great or higher quality. What are we trying to make? Trying to make some mushroom wraps. That's it. While that tank is empty, let's come down and decide. Oh, I want to sweep away blossoms. Oh. They can be. Now they're all planted. We can sweep that away. Use a blueprint. Right, let's dig up these. Command. And yeah, they're almost 7, so they should get done. Don't want this flowing in here anymore because it seems like it's not over pressuring and it's just constant flowing. Stop. As this pumps out, it creates a sort of pump thinks it's got space to pump in and it shouldn't have. It should have stopped at this point, like this one is overpressured. We would end up overfilling this tank. Right. We've got another space now, so let's have a look. Plant you. I want to see what happens here. I think it's got to be kept wet. Which means we could put a block here and just drip water out. It would run along here and drop in our tank again. We've got this empty space here. Mainly for when fish get printed. They can just flibber flobber along the floor and flop through those doors and land up in the water. That's how come we got so many, I think. Are we pumping any water out here? Tank being emptied? Contents empty. No, you're not. No liquid intake. Oh, it won't flow out because it hasn't got an input pipe. That's stupid then, isn't it? Now it's flowing out. Huh. Don't even need to build it. As long as it knows it's got one, it will flow. Learn a new thing every day. So that will flow down here. That will join this. We'll just add that. The output of this salinator. Send it over to become oxygen. Right, that'll empty that tank out. Another problem gone. Yay. Now this tank is empty. We can try some dodgy maneuvers here. Going to come up here and delete that window tile. It'll be quite hot. It'll all drop down here. I'm going to bring our automation down. There's plenty of steel here to do that with. Is there some obsidian? Yeah, there's plenty. Let's get rid of this tank. Do I want to do it there? I want to do it. Actually, no, I don't want to do it there. Cancel that. Play that order. There, there, and there, and there. These are set to... Could be set to obsidian sweep only. Yeah. That one still was anyway. We now need an obsidian ladder here. Right, here we go. Into the machine. Let's drop down here. See what's going on here. Right, what's wrong with you? Irrigation and atmosphere. So what's its irrigation requirements? It needs water, salt water or brine. It needs 500 grams of bleach stone per cycle. Wow. That's going to rake through all our bleach stone in no time. Oh, that's... Oh, well, as long as we can make a few, I don't mind. So, what are we going to do? Are we going to... I'm not going to keep making these. I'll use up all my bleach stone. There is a way to make bleach stone, but I don't want to do it. So I want to keep that tile there because later on we're going to be using it. So just for now, we're going to put a tile there. They can still climb over that. That's fine. A couple of grub eggs here can actually be... put that mud out, please. I want to put these grub eggs in that. Critter eggs. Grub egg. Sweep only, yeah. Grab that. Grab that, sweep. That and sweep. Now I'd like to use some of this water out of here up. That's annoying me. Yeah, 'cause that's filling that up. So our cooling loop. What we're going to do. We're going to put a little spike out of it. Just here. With a vent on the end somewhere here, and it will just pour out back into the tank again. It would have come into the tank anyway, so it's not going to add any more if we do it that way. I'd bring that up, say to, I don't know, there. Put a liquid vent there. And it should splash out and pour down here, and it will go up here a certain distance. I'm not sure if this block is going to affect these guys crawling backwards and forwards. We need a second one of these pneumatic doors over here to drain the other side. We'll do that. Bit of a couple of these. And we can copy settings. Okay, you there. Ugh, waterweed. Basically cabbage. They can come down here and get some and feed them. So yeah, it's come up to our ladders and I don't like it. There's too much water here. We'll have to pump a tank of that out or two. That shouldn't have overflowed like that. These ones are all pressured. This one isn't. For our reason. It's 997 over here, so it thinks it can add more water. If it'd been over here, 1,000 grams, it would have. Go. Why are you not dripping over this tile, huh? Little trap. Now it is. Now it is. Is that going to flood all the way to the end? It probably is, isn't it? Deconstruct that. And just pour out, I guess. Where'd the worm go? Did he die? Did he fall in here? I don't know. Vanished. We can get rid of 2 of those and put a door there, can't we? Right, how are you, Max? I'm not going to plant this money. I don't want to. Insufficient resources, salt water. Salt water. Got to feed it salt water. Well as bleach stone. This stuff is annoying. Right, we need salt water. These 2 are brine wherever they've gone. Oh, frozen. Game save. So, just to get a little, yeah, this is brine and this is brine, which actually won't work. But this thing here is actually salt water. Salt water down here is at a bit of a more reasonable temperature. Get into it. Really want to be bringing that into the base. Go plumbing. Bottle emptier. Pitcher pump thing. Make it out of ceramics. Thing is running. That's what's making all that gurgling noises. Hopefully this won't damage. If we get some warnings about it getting damaged by temperature, we'll have to do something about it. But we don't need much. We just need enough to run this. It's got water to grow in. There's a sweetle tending it. I don't know why there's a sweetle tending it. I'm sure. This thing should be set to grubs, yes. That one could go down to a 5. This one can go up to a 7, yeah. Not trapped, is it? No. Wait until then. I'd rather this sweetle didn't do that. Sweetle tending is only 5% bonus. Whereas the grub tending is 50%. Yeah, 50%. Angle you up. You should drop in here now. That shouldn't add any, it's not going to overflow this because it's removing what it's putting back what it's removing basically. We haven't increased. If I'd done it from this pipe and dripped it in, we'd be constantly filling this tank up. By doing it this way, hopefully. It just keeps it wet. And you'll be able to get some salt water in a minute. That one can go as well. We'll do those 4. Now we've got a worm in here. He should help. He should help. I think we've eaten all the... I think they've probably emptied this, have they? No. No. Bit of feeders right. Copy settings down there. That one can get fed as well. Ah, they're growing. He's put some bleach stone in. This one's got insufficient salt water, so someone bring it some salt water, would you? I'm going to buzz over here, wherever that tank is. I'm going to set this to disable auto repair. That way I'll get warnings and stuff when it's damaged. Come back up in here. I want to sweep this bit of obsidian out of here. Want to place a steel, yeah, fill one of those in. Want to drop this window tile out. Now it's dangerous because that chunk could potentially come through, but I hope it won't. That's our heat. Should stay in that door. Come through. I'm going to leave the doors to continue their opening and closing thing. And we'll run some steel wire down to it. Not connected to anything. I disconnected it. Yes. Come on, Ruby. Get doing stuff for us, will you? That's done now. You can stay in here and finish your work. You ain't going nowhere, pal. Get on with it. I want to put that back right now. Don't suppose the priority really matters. Picked up that diamond, put it back in, build it, then you can leave. Not until you've done that. Perfect, well done. Now you can sweep that igneous. Oh no! Come out of our door, hasn't it? Door hasn't got any chunk in it anymore. Oh well, we'll just have to drop it down here, I think. I'm not going to sweep that up. Cancel sweeping. Deconstruct that. And we'll rebuild that tile. Yeah, there's no chunk in here. It fell out. I thought it might. But we need to remove it because that's too hot. Here comes some magma. Doors will open and close again. Heat will spike. This door should open. Door should open. There we go. When this one opens, it will transfer the heat a lot better. Yeah, there's really hot material there now. Can you, that's steel. No, it's a vacuum, so it shouldn't do anything. No problem. Oh, I forgot about you. Sorry, you can go out. Bugger off. Go on. Leave. Go and do something else. Yeah, I might move that down by one. That. Ooh, we don't have to do anything. We can just delete a pipe. Ah, well that's kind of useful. Thanks. We're going to delete this pipe and make a mess. I would empty the pipe. But no. Errands. Oh, don't delete it yet. Cancel that. Build that first. Properties. No. Errands. Not the pipe, you muppet. The tile. Build that tile. Come on. We'll reconnect that. Let it flow. Let it flow. No, don't do that. Okay. So what will happen is we'll push this up by building a tile, and it will push up to there. And when it meets this, it will instantly flash into sour gas in this hole. Hopefully. Hopefully. We'll trap the person in that's doing the job. So if we get sour gas all around here, we can, I don't know, panic. Whatever. So we'll probably put a temporary tile. Let's put a temporary tile. Right there. Build this. Come on, somebody. Come and build it. What are you like? And the next time this pumps out, try and get a little tiny packet, because we don't need much. I'll try and get one of these small dots. Like that, and then snip that off. There's no point. Might as well let it run. Until some muppet comes to build this laden tile. Come on, Nails. As soon as Nails comes in here, I'm going to lock him in. He's staying. He doesn't know it, but he is. Oh, Otto's coming as well. Well, you're both staying now. You're not allowed out, and nobody else is allowed in. Liquid pipe. Let's go. What one have we got? A little tiny dotting one of them? Not this one. Sorry, you gotta wait a minute. I've gotta wait for this pipe to come over. Oh, sugar knobs. I know what I meant to do. I was gonna build a temperature plate in there as well, but I don't think I can now. Nope. Gonna happen. Stop. Boom. Can you please? Let's see if either of these guys can empty it. Ah, you can. No, I don't want it emptied, do I? Because that'll give a bottle. I want it deconstructed. So I want a blob of liquid there. Yeah, there we go. Now I want to rebuild the pipe. Build the pipe again. Replace this tile here before we do anything. Build that. And then hopefully we can push that up by building a block there. Push that up. Push it up. Push it up. Not sideways. Up. Yeah, look at that. Build that. Deconstruct that. That should push that up into that room with any luck. With all our spidey senses and everything. Boom. Haha. Now we can place a tile. Place a tile. Oh. Yeah. And mop that. And then you can leave. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your help. Yeah, you can go now. Take your petroleums. Where are you taking petroleum anyway? Where the hell are you taking petroleum? Storing material. Oh. Oh, up here probably. Yeah. Okay, put it in there for now. We better stop that. Okay, ladder. Deconstruct. Ladder. Deconstruct. Liquid. We can continue emptying this now. Boom. You can go. This tank is empty. No, it's not. 100 kilos in it. Or can we let that one empty first, please? 70, 60, 50, 40. Nope. Popping up those for full, and then it'll carry on. Ah, perfect. We got in there and did a little modifications. And that'll probably flash to sour gas pretty soon. And it'll give that little thing something to read the temperature of. Yep, just let that empty. Bring that across. Deconstruct another tank. This is the tank I clicked on, isn't it? Yes. Right, so. This now. Sour gas. It's already sour gas in here. But the idea is we're now going to snip that off. That's now only going to control the temperature transfer between there and there. This will set to, if it's below, say, 600. That's not right. Hang on. Set that off. Did I just set that off, or did that just do it by itself? Oh, right, okay. This will trigger, because it only sets on the on, doesn't set on the off, so you've got to reset it back on again. So we'll snip it here. Actually, we'll snip it further down. There. Meter. Now this controls the temperature. Let's run 4 times. Okay. So this is set to what? 600 degrees. If it's above, if it's below 600 degrees, this will trigger a magma drop. I think we probably triggered it already, didn't we? No, I don't think so. No, it wasn't. System. So if that gets below 600 degrees, Trigger a drop of magma. That's not going to happen for a little while. Let's make it 630. Already, it's going up. Got idle dupes. I need to give them a job. Oh, there we go. Oh, if that goes below 630. That needs thinking about. That's not working how I meant it to. Let me snip this off. And we'll go and give them some work to do because they've run out. We dig that now? No. Done that, haven't they? That's all done. Oh, this piece. Another there so they don't get trapped this time. Puppets. We'll get trapped. We'll mop all of this. Mop anything we can find. Mop that bit there. This pipe is now installed all the way up, all the way down, all the way up there and into the tank. That's wonderful. Now it just needs power. And we need to brick this area in to make this flow over to there. So power. Power, do we have any power down here? We do. We've got power down here. It's just not got any power in it. Ah. Right. Well, yeah. We'll take it to there. We'll have to do some shenaniganery. Have to check what's on this wire. There's a bunch of useless 5 things. Also doing our pump. Need that. Our cooling loop for the base. When this junk is doing our research machine, it's also doing 2 of these that it doesn't need to be doing anymore. That one was just to put in our critter. But I'm not even sure if it's going to lay an egg before it dies or anything like that. But grub. Growing up into a grub. So these should get grub and grow a bit faster. It should give us mushrooms. We'll have to get in there to harvest them because unfortunately it's not auto harvest. Power wise on that line, we've got these 2. They're important to keep running. That's important. Those 2, don't care about them. I think that one can go now. It can go. That's powering what? Oh, yeah. It's powering this door as well. And it powers our pump. And this pump is defunct anyway because it's used it all up. So we can take off the power of a pump and add the power of a pump. So that will start to pump up. And because this is in the tank, it should overpressure and block itself. Should. As we've seen, that's not been the case. So now we're back up here. Send a green signal if it's below 630. And it is. Not. We go to automation, it isn't. Below 630. Got to be below it for a decent amount of time as well. At least, right, on here we had it at 20 seconds before. I think I'll put it back up to that. Over trigger. And that just goes round and opens the door. That's the pulse from here. Determined by this. 0.6 we've got it at the moment. And this. Well, that has triggered then. That's our counter that we added in so we can see if it's been working. Wire stuck inside the... That's brilliant, isn't it? Could have got rid of that before we did the other bit, but I was desperate to get through there and get this dug out and get back. That was to melt. That would all pour in here and we'd have a huge cloud of sour gas. So that should be, if that gets below 630 for more than 20 seconds, it triggers, okay? I think we'll connect it and see. Anything at all? Would have been good if we'd put a thermo plate in there, but then it would have been putting our heat into all these tiles. Probably just getting its heat from that glass. Diamond, should I say. 650, so it's not going to trigger. 7. 8. It's actually going up. Temperature, so I don't think it's going to trigger. Quite a while. But I just want to catch it when this opens. Any second now and see what the temperature of the crumb is. We lost our crumb. It fell out when we did our open surgery. Igneous rock. 824 degrees. Yeah, that's going to be a while, I think, before that gets... Right, so that's blocked off. Is there any igneous in here apart from that? I want to build something with igneous to reduce the temperature of that. I don't want this sedimentary, I want this obsidian. I want to build over that. Deconstruct that. And that should bring a few dupes in. And while they're in here, we'll trap them in here. They're all going to bed now, isn't it always? When I want to do something, they all go to bed. Because our chunk of igneous that was trapped in here fell out while we were doing that. And it's really hot. So if we can get some dupes in here, trick them in, and then not let them out, we can build some temp shift plates in here and just use that up. Oh no, there's loads of it. Oh well. I guess we got to do what we got to do, huh? Get some dupes in here. Come on, guys. I don't want any more coming in anymore. Right, you're not allowed out now. You're trapped in here. Now we're going to go utilities, temp shift plates. These are the best things to use. Oh, that's igneous rock there. So we'll just go fill me a bunch of igneous rock temp shift plates. The only igneous rock they should have access to is that chunk that fell out of here. And that should go down pretty darn rapid. And they start putting, because these are 800 kilos a piece. Very loud. Now 800 kilos each. That might be enough to use it all up. Don't want it sitting on this floor. And the temperature in here is okay, but if I build anything anywhere on the map out of igneous, they could run in here, grab that, run through this double liquid lock, and flash it to sour gas. Probably while they're stood in the middle, right in the middle, they'll get called to lunch. Or go to toilet, or decide they're hungry, or whatever, I don't know. And that's where they'll drop it, right in the middle of the crude. If they possibly can drop it anywhere worse, they will find a way. There's one temperature plate built. What this does is resets the temperature to 45 degrees. They can't come out until they've used all of that up. No more, because I don't want anyone bringing igneous. I want to use all of that up. Is that empty now? Yeah, that can go there. Yay. So pleased for you. Take some more igneous and run. Yep, it's nearly done. Well, that means we need at least 2 more pieces, I think. Ah, save game. That's 2 hours now, so I think I'll give it a rest until after lunch, and then we'll come back and resume and do some more. There we go. These have all got build orders on, I think, so yeah, there's a bit more. Maybe 2 more to do, is that? Yeah, that's got to do. Yeah, we'll do 1 more then. Oops, that's not 1, is it? That one. We want to let them out, because they probably need to go to the toilet and stuff. But I want them to use up all of this. They've delivered to it, so 1 more. 1 more, and that should be plenty. Should use up all of that. Excellent. I can't build it because it hasn't got enough in it. That does mean every single one of those has been reset. So someone will bring in the rest to finish that off. Needs another 300 kilos. Once it's been built, it'll be 45 degrees, which is brilliant for us. In fact, they could probably deconstruct these and use a bit of that. Thanks for building. Now deconstruct. Like digging a hole and filling it back in again. Right. I have a picture frame here with our volcano in it. We have a tanker crude. We have these two guys. I don't know. I want to know how we can overpower them or whatever you call it. I've heard there's new ways now where you can control the speed of them. You can overclock them. I don't know what it costs you in resources. But that's why each volcano and thing has a proper name now. It's just volcano. It's now FP21. Yeah, so it's got a name. It's XE22. Right, that's reset the temperature of that igneous. Be deconstructed. That can be deconstructed. Yeah, go. Big pipes. Are they still flowing? They are. Is that on a 6 now? That's on a 6. That means that's triggered, does it? 694 goes below 630 for long enough. It should drop magma in. This is now a nice stonking 700 degrees. That's better. Should transfer a lot of heat very quickly. As soon as that door shuts, boom, open again. That's still not reading the same as that, is it? We'll keep using that one for now, but I might switch to that one if it becomes more accurate as it gets hotter, and switch to using that one. This is now in its own little pool of sour gas. Change that to the gas overlay. It's got a little pool of sour. That one's in water and this one's in sour gas. It flashed that petroleum into gas. And then if you cool the sour gas back down again, you can get if it says it, methane liquid. Cool it down. Highly heated petroleum. Methane liquid turns into natural gas. It's a bit of a procedure, but you can make natural gas out of it in the end. And have a natural gas generator. Or a lot of natural gas generators, as the case may be. So now I want to have a sweep up in here. Made a bit of a mess. Let's clean it up. While these petrol tanks now drain into here. Beautiful thing. Our output coming up here and dripping in there. I want to deconstruct. Curve it to about, to about there. That was our original route to space that we've not used for ages, so it doesn't need to be there. This tank is now empty. And finally get out of our way. Come along here, we can deconstruct all that. Thanks. Nice and knowing you. Even our hanging pot has to go. Sorry. All of that junk can go. Actually, we'll get a deconstruct for background buildings. Get rid of all that drywall as well. And we want to analyze this volcano to get the temperature plates out of it. The data banks out of it. There goes our seed. Thank you, seed. Ah, someone was happy here. He ticker bombed. Our dupes are very happy, I must admit. Get rid of that now. We never did set it. Ah, we can do some sweep orders though. You can't get to that, can you? No, you can't. Can you reach that? Yeah, you can reach that, I think. Just doing the sweeps on a 5 just to give them something to do with their lives. They're not blocking up the doors, getting funny. And yeah, once all this is done, we could probably just deconstruct all of this and let it fall into the magma. Once all this is pumped out. What have we got down here? Granite. Granite, I see. Granite. More granite. Okay, let's build some granite tiles. Granite. Granite. Yeah. Why am I building granite tiles down here? Well, I want to get it to this level. So that it's all pushed over here so this pump can pump it up. Pump it up. Put it all the way around here and dripping it in our tank. Now, we could extend this tank, but it's going to be a bit of a funny shape. We do. What's going to happen is we could lower this mains power cable. Yes, it's only coming out there because it was convenient at this end. We could lower this. We could drop it down, run it along there. That's not a problem, right? Right. Problem is this thing, that neural vacillator is stuck in the way. We may need to use it later. So we could double thick this wall here. In fact, we could just put this in here. Yeah. And just make this come right over. We'd probably have to lower the base down a couple. So this is inside the tank. Be here instead. The only reason I did it there is because it was level with that. We could definitely lower it down. Loops can run along this level, so that's not a problem. He's locked, isn't he? Yes, he is. Now we can those. That will let that gas out. Because every now and again the hydrogen comes down here and flows over. Just to keep it out of the duplicants' faces because they don't like it. It causes them problems. Buildings only. Don't dig through the power line, will you? No, good. We can drop the power line down and then we can build double thickness floor all the way along here if we wanted, right up to there. That would be super thick. But then we could incorporate that in our tank and stop wasting this bit of space. Or I suppose we could just brick over the top of it, just brick in here, double layer there, double layer up here, and then just open this bit, get rid of that and make it wider. Just have that outside of the tank. I don't know, whatever. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. Let's lay this power a different route then. Come this way. Oh, no, not like that. Then that way. And maybe up there. Oh, crap, I can't draw a straight line, can I? And maybe up to there and into there. Yeah. And they've built all that. The mistakes. And when they've built all that, we can remove this piece. I don't want it in my tank, do I? I don't make just a little weird shaped room. We could make this a bit lower, one layer lower. It will make it look a bit offset. Could do that. Not like we haven't got enough lead, is it? How much lead we have? How much lead you have? Oh my, what big eyes you have. Whoa. Who's having a nap? Let me guess. Oh, it's Devon. I was wrong. Get up, Devon. There's things to do. Do we need a tank that big for all our crude oil? No. Do we want a tank that big for all our crude oil? Yes. Now, did you stop pumping? Got this set just to pump for 10% of the day. Seems more like it may be a little bit... That's a bit high, actually. That's definitely dropping. Yeah, that liquid level's dropping. And I'm just using the old system over there for cooling it down. The old steel system. What we don't use anymore. What's the matter? Enabled, waiting for materials. I take it you're waiting for steel, are you? Waiting for lime. Oh, you got lime there. There's lime. What are you waiting for then? Oh, I see what you're waiting for. Coolant. I believe you have lost your coolant, sir. Yeah. Something's burst, hasn't it, and been repaired. Let's mop this up. Probably with two of them running in here, I think it overheated the tank. Could remove some of these and put a third steam turbine in here. Probably move that one along and move that one along, and yeah. Maybe two just isn't enough to delete the heat. I think what I did wrong as well, thinking about it, is these temp shift plates push heat out in all the directions. So technically, they're pushing heat from the steam into the pipe. What you really want is the pipe to be running on this insulated, the temp shift plate. The temp shift plate can push the heat out into the pipe, into the steam around the pipe. Yeah, I think that's wrong, really. The reason I put them there is so that they're not pushing heat into the insulated. If you put them here, you'll be wasting heat with it being pushed into the tiles. I deliberately put them in the middle, so maybe the pipes need to go different. Maybe the pipes need to wiggle up and down and stuff. I don't know, because I don't really want to make it bigger than that. It's already plenty big enough. I reckon this thing's got no liquid. Yeah. What about you? You got crude, didn't you? This one hasn't. This one's got lime. Empty storage. Someone will come and empty it then. Must have burst a pipe. It burst a blood vessel and spilt all its liquid all over the place. I didn't notice. But good job our cooling is so efficient because it's nice and cool. It's not too hot round here. This bit's hot, but that's, expected. I think we got to turn that off. So that it dumps all its stuff and puts it into this one. Yeah. But that one's not going to run because it's got 2,000 steel on it. Oh well, we'll let them mop it up. Needs to be done at a much higher priority, otherwise it won't get done. How are we doing up here? 8 triggers now. It's on 700 degrees. 733, 735. I wonder if we could build up diagonally here and put a temp shift plate in, but then we're going to be wasting a lot of heat. It would take a while to heat all that up before it became more efficient again. But that's the best place to take the sample for the temperature. That is. If you took it from under the doors, the stuff would fall out into this room. Wouldn't get any heat then. Whole point of it is it squashes grabs hold of it and squeezes all the heat out of the crumb. And then this one's open for 3 seconds and this one's only open for 2. So you got to make sure they both add up to the same 32 seconds and then hit reset. Pause the game, hit reset on both of them. So they're both in perfect sync with each other. So they open together. Otherwise they will open at various times, which will be quite annoying. Got to make sure they both add up to the same amount of time, 32. And depending on how long this channel is, you might need longer than that, because 32 for me is perfect, but 2 seconds, 3 seconds might not be enough for the magma to drop down. You don't want it shutting while the magma's falling. I mean, this top door doesn't matter. It's fun. As long as it opens for 2 seconds and that one opens for 3, or it opens for 3 and that one opens for 4, whatever. I wouldn't put it up close because then it will be constantly getting the heat from this. It will never need it. It's got to have some vacuum spaces in it. That seems to be working really well. It's already run by itself a couple of times. Check this. Not that. This. So yeah, I definitely want some kind of override, overflow, overprotection, whatever you want to call it. So that if for some reason this triggers and it doesn't get enough heat for whatever, you can set something off that will automatically trigger this. We could put that down here actually. This is where the signal will be coming from. We've only got to attach that to it. We've got something to work with. So if it shuts that door for too long, we could have a thing on here that will trigger this. The negative signal doesn't do anything. A positive signal will override a negative. Trapped. Who's trapped? Oh, I'll dig it out then. I like their faces when they fall down. They're like, ah! Well, should have thought of that before you fell down. Before you got yourself stuck on it. Demolish the office plant, please. And whatever that is. Oh, it's a pedestal. Don't put someone on their pedestal. Deconstruct it. Diggeroo, diggeroo. Oh, that was very quick, Nails. Very quick. I'm impressed. Impressed with your... You even deconstruct that? Does it need a floor for you to deconstruct it? I am not sure. We are going to end up with a blocked pipe if we don't get this tank enlarged fairly soon. I'm going to get rid of that. Now, I'd like to double thick this wall. Yes, no, sandstone. Yeah, sandstone. But like that. Yeah. Come underneath. We can kind of try and make it look similar. We check the power. Has that been redone? It has. Deconstruct all of this. Already still connected, so. Panic, sir. Don't panic. Already connected. Can reach all that from the ladders, so that's useful. Now, that's a thought. Boom. Oh, that's all done now. Good job, good job. But they've probably got nowhere to put it, have they? If I go sweep, is it red? It's red, because there's nowhere to put it. What's the best place to put it? We could bottle empty our plumbing. Now you got to watch bottle emptiers with these. Put them in the water, in the liquid or above it. Problem is, because they can be used submerged, it doesn't care about how much pressure is in there. And they will always sweep to it. If it's the only place they can put it, they will put it there and it won't overpressure. So you can actually overfill a tank doing it. Get rid of that as well. We'll get them. I don't think they can reach all this, can they? No, they can't. Yeah, you can build some of it, but not all of it. Put a ladder there, you can get up and down. Right, so that will become power wire, please. Yeah, I want to deconstruct that bit. All of that bit can go, and up to there can go. We'll reroute it slightly. There we go. All we're doing is just moving it around. Still the same power in the same place. Doing the same job, but we're just moving it slightly. And I think right now I am going to go and have my lunch. I'll come back and continue in a couple of hours. Yeah. Keep some episodes a bit shorter than others. When I'm playing on my own in the evening, at night time, whatever, fine, I can carry on for ages. Right now, no, I've got stuff I should be doing, so I will leave them to do a few ladders and things. And I thank you very much for coming. Catch you next time. If you made it this far in the video and you're watching on YouTube later, you be so kind as to subscribe, like the video. Thanks a lot. Later.